movement type of thing, like when I'm working. So you can see it on that bottom camera, which is why I switched back. When I'm going, I'm not moving my fingers. I'm not moving my wrist. I'm moving my whole arm. And this is really, like, I'm not really manipulating this that much, if at all. I'm really just holding it. And the only thing I'm really adjusting is the pressure of how much I'm pressing on the paper itself. So it's, and then down. But you can see I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this. I'm really keeping it pretty straight. So this was a thing I picked up from, I did a class with Martha Lawrence, or Martha Scribes on Instagram. She's fantastic. I did like an intensive Spencerian workshop with her. Oh God, that girl was amazing. But she really kind of went through it, and I was like, oh my God, I didn't realize I was using my wrist so much, because I was having a little bit of like tension in my lower forearm, and I couldn't figure out why. And it was because I was without knowing, I was using my wrist like way too much. So when you're kind of doing that whole arm movement, sorry, as I wanted to adjust, what I had done was, as I was talking, I had slipped back in my chair. So let's try and keep on the edge, like I had mentioned before. Yeah, when you're kind of doing this, you're really not moving. You're moving your arm. The paper is, rotated, and I'm pressing as I'm pulling the pencil towards me. So like you can really just fill up a whole paper like this. It doesn't also have to be this like small or big, depending. You can do like the whole page and just do this, just to kind of get the feel of the paper, get the feel of your wrist, make sure everything is nice and warmed up, get used to that pressure and like release motion. And then we can do counterclockwise. So same kind of concept. We're going to go, if we're moving down towards us, we're going to be pressing, and then away, lifting, so it's lighter. I'm not moving my wrist. I'm not moving my fingers. There we go. So now we have one we're going clockwise, and the other we're going counterclockwise. So then this one, the problem, I have my iPad like kind of on like a physical thing that's here that I can't move out of the way unless I lose my angle. So things that are a little lower down the page, I'm gonna have to, don't do it like this, like for yourself. This is just for me so I can show, so you can see what's going on down here. So this is going to be an infinity loop, and we're going to do the same kind of concept of when we're going down towards us, we're going to be pressing, and then away is going to be light. So you can, like I said, you can time it with your breathing. Like when you're breathing, when you're moving down, you're breathing out, and then up, you're breathing in. So you can kind of get a nice motion and a breathing pattern. And also if you time it with your breathing, you can make sure that you're not breathing too quickly. And because going quickly and going fast when doing warm-ups, like, it's part of the process of getting ready to do calligraphy and doing like a good practice session. It is really about, taking your time. It's not something that you can really rush. So like, try and enjoy it, So it can be, like I said, kind of meditative. Let me zoom in a little bit so you can see. And I'll turn the brightness up. There we go. So, breathing in and then breathing out. So something like that. And if you want to not do when you're breathing and you just kind of want to go a little bit faster, you can do that too. But it's really about that, trying to be kind of consistent, getting used to that motion of the back and forth, getting used to the switching between no pressure and pressure, especially when you're a beginner, can be a very good habit to make. Like I said, don't do, right now my paper is literally sideways, just so the camera can pick it up. So I'll try and angle it a little bit better so you can see. And I'll do this so you can see my back too, like where I'm not doing this. I'm leaning from my hips, from my waist, not from my shoulders. Or I'm trying not to. Anyways, I'm trying to be a good example. So the cone shape is super interesting. If anyone has seen Shenlong's book, Calligraphic Drawing, which is here, a lot of her animals, for example, are made with essentially warm-up exercises, right? That they're put into the shapes, but they go from bigger to smaller to bigger to smaller. So being able to do that kind of consistently, it can be really important. So that's also why I like doing the cone shaped. So you can do small to big to small again. So you can do it with either the ovals, or you can do it with the infinity loop, whatever you like better. It doesn't really matter too much. It's just more so you can kind of get the habit of being able to consistently change sizes like when you want to, and you can have the control doing it. Lovely little ad break. I'm gonna have to pay for Spotify Premium. This is so rough. You can really just kind of go back over as well. It doesn't really matter. There we go. So that's a couple of these guys. And then another template that I had made is my little pizza. So the pizza is also fun. It's essentially the cone, right? So, you can do it, in many different areas. It makes a fun little pattern. So, let's say we're gonna do infinity loops all the way down. So infinity loops, actually, by the way, that look like this, these are great little Christmas trees. If you look at them kind of this way, they make good little Christmas trees for cards. Pro tip. Wait, hold on. Let me do this. Pro tip. Little calligraphy tip. This warm-up exercise is a great Christmas tree for a Christmas card. There we go. And we're back. Ta-da! I like my little animations. I think they're so fun. And then we're going to go from small to big. I'm going to speed it up a little bit, because now that I'm getting a little looser too, you can really, so you can kind of make fun things. You can go and do infinity loops, you can do ovals, you can do whatever. It doesn't really matter. It's just more the exercise again of away from you is thin, towards you thick, and getting used to that pressure and release.